Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I hope you're all doing well. Today we're going to be doing a low syn version of the Greek gyro. Now myself and my husband absolutely love Greek street food. We love Greek food in general, but gyros is one of our weaknesses, and it certainly is something that does pack a hefty amount of syns in it if you were to even try to count the amount of syns involved. So today we have had a bit of a chat about what we wanted for dinner. We haven't had a gyro for a long time. We've not had a takeaway or anything like that over the last month that we've been doing Summer World, and actually for a few weeks before that as well. So we wanted to make something a little bit special for dinner tonight. My husband and my stepson have been out on a sort of adventure in a woodland area all day today, and they have had a great day, but at the same time my husband is extremely hungry and my stepson has already eaten a separate meal. If you know what children are like, you'll know that they like to eat different things from adults, and so this is our plan, is to have the gyros tonight. Now first of all, what we're probably going to do is do a bit of a sort of gyro loaded fries type meal in the oven dish that we have here. So for any of you who know the Summer World frozen aisle in Food Warehouse, they do sell the free chips, so they have no syns attached to them, and I just pop them into the air fryer. So this is going to be the sort of base for our loaded fries. We also have our healthy extra B choice, which is these are from Aldi and they're the Village Bakery. So they are the soft wholemeal pitas, and they are a healthy extra. Otherwise, I think they're around 7 syns per pita if you aren't using it as a healthy extra. So I did check that on the app before I purchased them, just to make sure that they're definitely a healthy extra, because some are and some aren't. So it's really worth checking before you take them home and realise that you've wasted money potentially on something that you didn't really want to buy, but at the same time you want to be able to get the ones that are the correct high fibre content to allow you to have it as your healthy extra B choice without using your syns. But these are freezable, so we'll have one each tonight, and I'm not sure if we've got any plans to use the pitas over the next day or two, and if we don't, we'll probably just pop them in the freezer to keep them fresh. And if we're wanting to do this sort of meal again, then we've got the option here, we don't need to go and buy more again. So just pop them down. So the basis of our meat for this dish is going to be the Vivera shawarma kebab. Now, I don't know if any of you guys have had this before, but it is a firm favourite of mine. I have bought it many times over the years, and normally I find it in Tesco's. It was actually on offer today, so it was £2, so I got 2 packs. I've got the other pack in the fridge. But normally they can be a little bit on the pricey side, but they're often on offer, so it's worth looking out for that. So I'll show you what it looks like first. So that's what it looks like. So lots of little shredded bits of sort of plant protein in there. It is delicious. You do need to cook it in a frying pan just to make sure that it's cooked through and a bit browned off, but the flavour is excellent. So it's 100% plant-based, high in protein. It's a source of vitamins, B12 and iron as well. And I'll just have a look at the back. So it's pre-cooked plant-based slices made from hydrated soya protein, seasons with shawarma herbs. And this product contains added iron and vitamin B12 as well. Now, per 100 grams, it's 141 calories, 7.2 grams of fat, 1.3 grams of carbs, 4.9 grams of fibre, 15 grams of protein and 1.2 grams of salt. So I do have another pack in the fridge if I need to use it, or if we want to use it. I'm not sure if we will need to, maybe even just this and a little bit extra from the other pack, just because it is for 2 of us and we're wanting to have quite a big hearty dinner. I didn't have much for my lunch today, to be honest, because I was out and about doing things, so I ended up having some cooked chicken and some fruit, which isn't really enough, but at the end of the day it means I can now enjoy a much bigger dinner, which is great. It's all about balance, isn't it? So yeah, I might use more of this. This isn't free. It is 1.5 syns per tub, but to be honest, between myself and my husband, that is pretty good going. If we do use 2 of these packs, it's going to work out 1.5 syns each, which is fantastic. But if you haven't tried this yet, I haven't tried any of the other Vivera products, but it's worth keeping a wee eye out for in the supermarket. And if I do try any of the other products, I will let you guys know if we make it into a recipe. So yeah, pop that down. We also have our tomatoes, so little cherry tomatoes we'll cut up and we will load on top of our chips as well. We've got some red onions, so what the plan is to cut up the tomatoes as well as some sliced, finely sliced red onion, and just sort of cook that in the pan with the Vivera. Once the Vivera's cooked, we can kind of cook down the vegetables a little bit just so they're softer and they're not as harsh tasting as well. We also have some Greek 0% fat-free yogurt, which is free, and we're going to use this to make up our own sort of garlic dressing sauce type thing. I cannot eat cucumber, it really does not make me feel very well at all, and so I wouldn't go out of my way to choose tzatziki or to make tzatziki at home, but we are going to do a garlic version, so I think that will just be as nice, and it will go well with everything else that we're adding on top of the chips. Also got some Greek salad cheese. Now this is a lighter version, so you can use this as a healthy extra. I will need to double check the weight. I'll just do that now for you actually. So for the lighter version of all cheeses, you can have more grams wise as part of your allowance, and it does work out that you get quite a decent amount when you have the lower fat version. So Marks and Spencer lighter Greek salad cheese you can have 65 grams of for one healthy extra. So we will do 65 times 2, so 130 grams, and it's a 200 grams block, so we can use a little bit of this at another time if we want to do that. If you aren't using it as your healthy extra, it's 6 Syns for 65 grams, or if you're using a smaller amount, which we may do at a later date, it's 2.5 Syns for 25 grams. So it's just to be mindful and wary of buying the right one, because it's not that obvious. A small little blue bit at the top is the only difference in the packaging for the whole thing. So yeah, I did pick up both of them today just to make sure, and when I was comparing them I thought, oh, I could have made a mistake there with that. And it's not because you can't have the normal Greek sort of salad cheese as a healthy extra, but just dropped that. You can't have as much as what I'd want to have on top of the loaded fries. So I'll just bend down and get this. And we also have some lemon, and we've got some sort of spices on the side, sort of herbs if you like. We've got some oregano, some paprika, and a little bit of cumin as well. And we've got our fry light on hand, just so we can make it all sin free. We don't need to use the oil. And I've also got some little radishes as well, which I know are a British type of vegetable as far as I'm aware, but they are free, they're a speed food, and just for a little bit of colour and different texture on top of our loaded fries, I thought they looked really nice and I thought it would be good to add them in on top. So what I'm going to do just now is clear a little bit of space, and we'll chop up our tomatoes and our onion etc, just so we can get everything cooking in the pan, and then we'll pop our chips into the air fryer and hopefully it all will come together nicely at the end. So I hope you enjoy the rest of the video, and I shall catch you at the end and show you the finished product. everyone, we have the finished product here. So we have our gyro loaded fries, or gyro loaded chips, whatever you want to call them. So this is the finished product. So I'm really looking forward to this, just because it is all in the serving dish. We're going to serve it on the table like this. I don't want to really sort of start taking bits out of it because I think it looks so nice and so pretty. But the bottom of the dish is incredibly hot, so I'm going to pop this down. But we have got our healthy extra A in there each, and we also have our healthy extra B, which is the wholemeal pita that we'll have on the side to sort of scoop and dip into this dish. I did add in some pink pickled onion slices just to the top, just for an extra bit of added flavour and texture. And I've also added a little splash of paprika on top, just for a bit of colour as well. We've got our radishes on there, and we also have our spring onion, just for a bit of green and colour within the dish. The meat itself takes around 5 minutes to cook in the pan on a high heat, and you'll be able to tell when it's ready when the texture changes. So it's quite a soft texture to begin with, and once it's cooked, it's a bit like when you have cooked mince, and it becomes much more sort of, there's more texture to it in the pan, basically, is the easiest way to explain it. With regards to our sort of drizzle sauce on top, I did add in a little bit of the pickled juice from the pickled onions jar, because that's now finished. We didn't have much of it left, but I thought a little bit is better than none at all. And again, they are 0 syns attached to that dish, to that ingredient, sorry. So with regards to this, we've used our healthy extra A, one of them, our healthy extra B, and it is a total of 1.5 syns for half of this. So 3 syns for all of this delicious, lovely food. We've got our onions in there, we've got our tomatoes in there as well, and I don't know about you, but I think it looks absolutely lovely, if I do say so myself, and I'm really looking forward to giving it a try in a minute. So thank you so much for watching. I hope this has been a helpful, useful video, and I hope it has maybe inspired you to do something a little bit different for one of your dinners this coming week. So as always, thank you so much for watching. Thank you for supporting me. Thank you for supporting the channel, and for leaving your lovely, encouraging comments as always. So I shall catch you on the next one, and have a lovely, lovely day. Thank you. Bye.